Good evening and welcome to Southside's graduation. We are going to have a few minute delay because the line to get in is extremely long to get through security, and we do want to let as many parents and family members in this evening to celebrate your students. So we appreciate your understanding, and we will get started as soon as possible.
Please rise for the national anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, preceding the moment of reflection.
Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good evening, Southside class of 2025, family, friends, and faculty. My name is Jenna Lakamis, and it is an honor to be standing here speaking for you today. I would like to start off by offering a massive congratulations to my fellow classmates that are here with me graduating as well. The day we have all been waiting for these past 4 years is finally here. We have officially made it. Today, I have the honor of providing a reflection on the past 12 years of our lives. As I searched the depths of my brain, trying to find an effective way to do this, my thoughts were filled with an immense amount of memories of laughter, friendship, life lessons, mentors, love, heartbreak, but most of all, a constant reminder of the zero toleration for hoodies in school. No, but seriously though, these past years have given us some of the greatest moments and friendships of our lives. In 2012, many of our journeys began. Kindergarten. This was the time where we all learned to say our first goodbyes to our family as they dropped us off on our first day of school, where we learned to say our ABCs and count to 100, where we made some of our first friends and learned that goodbyes only last until you meet again. Fast forward a couple years, and we are now in second grade, where our biggest concerns are when the next holiday is and who is bringing what dessert for that holiday-themed class party. Fourth grade. We are now pros at this thing called school. We gossip about who's holding hands at recess and argue over who could get the most toe tokens during PE. Then comes middle school, sixth grade. We're finally old enough to walk the halls of a new school, but the only thing we were really concerned about is how well we could recite I Spy by Lil Yachty and how much longer till we make it to high school. Seventh grade, we had a slight setback, COVID. What we thought would be an extended spring break turned into a 6-month-long break from school, and then arguably the easiest 8th grade year ever. From the shortened days, A and B days, lesser workloads, and finally being the big man on campus, 8th grade year flew by. Freshman year started our high school journey here at Southside. We walked timidly down the halls, hiding behind our face masks like the fresh bait we were. Yes, that was a shark pun for those who got it. We adjusted to waking up bright and early for school at 7:05 sharp every morning, met so many new people, made lifelong friendships, and envied the seniors that walked the halls before us. Sophomore year came, and with it, so did one of the best student sections in Southside history. From the jig circles, to the dancing, to the singing with the speaker at full blast, the chanting, and the amazing football team we had that year, our student section was unforgettable. I don't know how we survived after swallowing pounds of baby powder and teal-colored smoke, but we did, and we'd always be back at school bright and early Friday morning because, oh yeah, we didn't even have a home field yet. Sophomore year, we were also introduced to the gauntlet of the ACT, and were fed up with the hours of leap testing we had endured up until that point. Aren't we all so glad we never have to do that again? Junior year began, and man, it was a rough one. If you were a girl like me, you purchased yet another one of those clear, cutesy, pink book sacks that would break before you even got to Christmas break. But hey, at least they were cute. I see now why everyone always said junior year would be so hard, because I still don't think my hand has ever recovered from writing all of Miss Laney's US history notes. I remember all those stressful late nights up, studying for chemistry, and struggling to stay ahead in all of my classes, while managing my time as a student athlete and still maintaining a social life on top of everything else. Through the pain of it all, though, junior year taught us crucial life skills and lessons that have helped shape us into the people we are today. That leads me now to senior year, the year, sadly, of so many lasts. Our last first day of school, homecoming festivities, pep rallies, student sections, prom, high school parties, cutting up in class with our friends, and so much more. For a lot of us athletes, we played our last games and untied our cleats for the very last time. We walked the halls with experience and confidence, with the notion that this very day was getting closer and closer, until our last day of school came. We told all of our favorite teachers goodbye and promised our closest friends that we won't drift apart. We are now gathered here today, graduation. Now, for those of y'all who got to know me well this past year, you know I was never one to say no to any plans. If you asked me if I wanted to go do something, my answer was always yes. One of my goals that I set for myself this year was to simply say yes more often, to make more plans and make my senior year as full and eventful as possible. If I could give one word of advice to the rest of y'all as we take a step into the next part of our lives, it would be to simply say yes more often. Make more plans, put yourself out there, and get out of your comfort zone. I proudly stand here today with no regrets for how I lived my senior year, because I participated in everything I possibly could have, which has opened more doors for myself than I ever could have imagined and led to some of the best friendships and memories along the way. Today is so very special because as we are handed our diplomas and take our first steps out of this auditorium, a new journey in all of our lives begins. The special part of this, though, is that each of our journeys will look different. Instead of being scared about these new steps we'll be taking, remember that the world is full of opportunities, and it is okay to step into the unknown. Say yes to adventure, yes to growth, and yes to the challenges that will help shape us into the people we are meant to be. With that, I would like to say thank you to my mom and dad for supporting me day in and day out. Thank you to the amazing teachers we had along the way. Thank you to my friends who lifted me up each and every day. And most of all, thank you, class of 2025. Thank you, and go Sharks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Southside High's graduating class of 2025, I welcome you to our commencement exercises. My name is Carly Landry, President of National Honor Society, and I will serve as your Mistress of Ceremonies for today's program. The Pledge of Allegiance was led by Malachi Izagari, and the moment of reflection was delivered by Jenna Lakamis for opening ceremony. Nikki Dong, President of Beta and Mu Alpha Theta, will now deliver the official welcome.
Good evening, friends, family, loved ones, and my fellow graduates. On the behalf of the class of 2025, welcome to our graduation ceremony. We are gathered here today to celebrate our final chapter of high school. Thank you for being here tonight to celebrate this unforgettable milestone. Your presence means the world. Tonight, we gather here not just to mark the end of high school, but to honor the memories we made and recognize the lessons that shaped us into who we are. The great poet and lyricist Cortazar Calvin Broadus Jr., aka Snoop Dogg, once said, "Whatever it is you do, you have to master your craft." Over the past 4 years, we had to master many crafts and skills. Playing a brand new sport, writing Miss Elliott's discussion questions at 2 a.m., balancing extracurriculars, or taking on more responsibilities than we thought we could handle. Personally, a craft I had to master was tennis. I still remember the first time I picked up a tennis racket. I was a junior who decided, why not try out for a sport that I have never played before? Despite my inexperience, Coach Searle let me on the tennis team. When I first started, and even to this day, I missed shots, sent balls flying over the fence more times than I could count, but fewer times than my sister, and even managed to hit her in the back a couple times. Despite all of this, I kept showing up and I got better. Tennis taught me an important lesson. Growth does not come from perfection. It comes from persistence. We all have had our version of that story, taking harder classes, stepping into leadership roles, or pushing to a new personal best. But we did it. We had to learn how to be uncomfortable if we wanted to grow, but we didn't do it alone. Behind every late-night study session, every after-school practice, and every challenge we faced, there were so many people who helped us along the way. And those are the people I want to acknowledge and welcome here tonight. To our teachers, thank you for pushing us every step of the way, even when the senioritis was going strong and we were running on 4 hours of sleep and an Alani. To our coaches and sponsors, thank you for being mentors on and off the court, field, or stage, and for teaching us passion and determination. And to our trainer, Mr. Kimball, for fixing me up anytime my shoulder was hurting. To our counselors, Mrs. Kimball and Mrs. Krantz, for your unwavering support to each and every one of us. Thank you for keeping us updated for the past 4 years. We couldn't have done it without you. And Ms. Kimball, I couldn't have done it without you the past couple of months. To our administrators, cafeteria staff, custodians, SROs, and every member of the staff, thank you for the role you played in our lives, big and small. You helped keep our school running, and your kindness never went unnoticed. To our friends, thank you for the late night calls, even if it's for homework answers, for standing by our sides, and for helping us make those unforgettable Southside memories. I wouldn't trade it for anything. To our parents, families, and the ones who stepped in, thank you for supporting us, encouraging us, reminding us that we are capable of much more than we could ever imagine, and for the sacrifices you made to get us here today. This moment belongs to you too. And finally, to my classmates, it may have been with the support of others, but you are the one who crossed the finish line. Here you are, all in your caps and gowns. You should be so proud of how far you come. And for me, this moment is extremely special since I am the first in my family to graduate from high school. To those who are also the first in your family or the latest in a long line of graduates to walk across this stage tonight, I know what it feels like to carry the dreams of your family. We have all learned to forge a path for ourselves despite stepping into the unknown. Our roads may not look alike, but we all have reached the same destination. As we stand here today, we not only did it for ourselves, but also for our families, for those who came before us, and for those who will come after. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, let's remember to keep challenging ourselves and appreciate the people who helped us along the way. Success is not about being the best at what we do. It's about lifting others up and allowing ourselves to be lifted too. Class of 2025, this is just the beginning. No matter where life may lead us, let's not just step into the future. Let's run towards it with confidence, resilience, and the determination to master whatever comes next.
Thank you, Nikki. We are honored to have several dignitaries joining us today. At this time, we will recognize these honored guests. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Mr. Francis Touchette Jr., Superintendent. Dr. Mark Rabelais, Associate Superintendent. Ms. Jennifer Gardner, Assistant Superintendent, Administration and Operations. Ms. Janine LaFleur, Assistant Superintendent, Curriculum and Instruction. Mr. Matthew Dugas, Assistant Superintendent, Business Services. Mr. Nick Jeffers, Chief Operations Officer. And Ms. Julia Williams, Chief of High Schools. Ms. Hannah Smith Mason, Board Vice President, District 8. Ms. Amy M. Trahan, District 4. Mr. Roddy Bergeron, District 6. And Mr. Jeremy Hidalgo, District 9. And Mr. Joshua Edmond, District 3. $77,340 minutes, 1,298 hours, 173 days. However you measure it, that was our senior year. And what brought us here seemed to fly by in an instant. C.S. Lewis was right when he said, "It's funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different." And now, after 173 days, we have made it to graduation. The ceremony today may be long. We may be looking forward to our celebrations afterwards, but I encourage you to cherish every minute under this dome. This is the day we've been waiting for. Today is a day to celebrate how far we've come, the challenges we've faced, and the triumphs we've achieved. But more than that, it's a chance to recognize the incredible generation of Southside graduates we are. Throughout these 4 years, each of us has contributed in our own way to the school's spirit and success. Each of us has earned our seat here, the gown on our back, and the diploma we will receive. So don't let it pass you by so fast. I'm sure we're all excited and maybe a little nervous, but eager as ever to walk across this stage today and be done with high school, ready for our next step in life. But isn't this the moment we've waited for? So, to all of you graduates, I invite you to take a look around. Take in the sights, the sounds, and most importantly, the people surrounding you. Who's sitting next to you? What are you wearing? In this moment, we must remember to be present and remember these details no matter how small they may seem. Because too soon it will all be over. Once we walk out, this moment we've been waiting for will only exist as a memory. Miss Bloomer will ask you to turn your tassel over, and we will be walking out of here our last minutes all together as a whole. For we are not just a class, and this is more than just a school. It's a community of intelligent and driven individuals supporting each other and striving for greatness. Be proud as a student and as a class at how far each and every one of us has come. That being said, our growth hasn't been measured solely by the trophies we've won or the grades we've earned, but by the character we've developed with the lessons we've learned along the way. Those moments of joys and laughter with our teachers, friends, and family aren't the only thing that's shaped us to who we are today. Stress, hardships, and frustration in Mr. Warner's class also played a big role in who we became. All this going to say that through our wins and losses, growth is made. Now, taking a moment to recognize our teachers and administrators. You've taught us so much more than just academic knowledge. Ms. Kimball herself has been with us every step of the way. You have given us the tools we need to face the future with confidence. And with confidence coming from finally understanding math with teachers like Ms. Dupuy and Ms. Bashirs, Southside has shown to have teachers like no other. To our friends and families, thank you for being our support system and our cheerleaders, showing up on late weekday nights to cheer on your sons and daughters, waking up early to make sure we got to school on time, quite literally dragging us out of bed. We extend our gratitude to the family members who traveled here today, our parents who planned our graduation parties and helped us get ready, maybe paying a little too much for some dress and heels. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. These next few years will mark one of the most pivotal part of our lives, yet it feels like we're forced to have it all figured out right here, right now. But while our purpose may not always be clear and our future is not fully defined, let us understand that that is the beauty of this moment. We are not bound by a single path. We are free to shape our destinies and choose who we want to become. Our character isn't something that can be quantified on a report card or defined by a scoreboard. It is something we choose to create every day with every decision that we make. No matter where life takes us, we must always remember that we are who we believe ourselves to be. We can choose to be kind, resilient, and to be proud of ourselves. Understand that here is the point in our lives where we have to make decisions for ourselves in order to become ourselves. To the class of 2025, you are an incredible group of individuals, and I have no doubt that you will continue to achieve greatness in all that you do. While we may say goodbye today, remember just how lucky we are to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Moving forward, let us remember it's not just the days that we've spent at school that define us, but the lives that we've touched and the people that we've become. So don't count the days, make the days count. Congratulations, Southside, class of 2025. Let's go show the world what we're made of. Now, I would like to introduce the principal of Southside High School, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Allison Bloomer.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents and guardians, and most importantly, the exceptional class of 2025. Today marks a turning point, a time to celebrate all you've achieved and to look forward with hope, courage, and excitement. As your principal, I am deeply honored to have walked beside you through this chapter of your story, and I am so proud of the individuals you have become and the future leaders you are destined to be. Before we continue, I would like to take a moment to recognize those serving our country, past, present, and future. Among our graduates today are 8 students who have already enlisted to serve our country in the military. We couldn't be more proud of their commitment and courage. With those graduates, as well as any veteran or active duty service member in the audience, please stand so that we can recognize you and thank you. Throughout your time here at Southside, you've grown, stumbled, overcome, and discovered who you are. You've experienced moments of brilliance, times when you've exceeded expectations, pushed past limits, and left lasting impressions on your peers, your teachers, and your community. As I reflect on this remarkable class, a simple yet powerful comparison comes to mind. A story from John Gordon's book, The Shark and the Goldfish. Goldfish are content to stay in small bowls. They swim in circles, comfortable in the space they've always known. They wait to be fed and to be told where to go and what to do. But sharks are different. They never stop moving. Sharks keep swimming forward, always searching, always growing, always adapting. They grow only as big as the space allows, which means they outgrow every tank they're placed in. A shark in an ocean becomes something far greater than one confined to a glass bowl. That's the difference. Environment matters, but mindset matters most. So let me ask you this. Are you going to be a goldfish or a shark? Here at Southside, you've been swimming in a safe, supportive tank. You've been fed knowledge, challenged by experience, and surrounded by people who deeply care about you. But that tank has done its job. It's now time for deeper waters. The real world is not a fishbowl, it's an ocean. And while that might seem vast and unpredictable, remember, you weren't built to stay small. You were made to swim forward with purpose, with confidence, with strength. You were built to be a shark. Being a shark doesn't mean being ruthless. It means being relentless. It means knowing your worth, going after your goals, refusing to stop when the current gets strong. It means navigating murky waters, overcoming obstacles, and proving that you were made to thrive in open seas. And you've already proven to do that. This class of 2025 has earned over $14 million in scholarships. They've completed over 2,600 college credit hours and earned 1,126 career certifications. But beyond those numbers, you've led with kindness, lifted each other up, and shown resilience when it matters most. There will be moments ahead when the current pulls hard, when you're tempted to shrink back into the comfort of something smaller. Don't. Remember what you've learned. Remember who you are. You are ready, you are capable, and most importantly, you are not a goldfish. You are a shark. You will have boundless opportunities ahead of you and a lifetime to make a mark on the world. So swim forward, grow bigger, and dream bolder. Class of 2025, I have no doubt you will go on to achieve extraordinary things. I am incredibly proud of not only what you've accomplished, but who you have become. Congratulations, class of 2025. Your ocean awaits, and never forget, you will always be a shark, and you're the reason others fear the fin.
Thank you, Ms. Bloomer. For the presentation of diplomas, we invite Southside High School Assistant Principals, Ms. Guidry, Mr. Guillory, and Ms. Thibodeau to join Ms. Bloomer in honoring our graduates. We also ask our district leaders here today to join us in congratulating the graduates.
Carly Elise Landry. Malachi Stephen Izagiri. Jenna Lee Lacamus. Nikki Dong. Layla Marie Agee. Mason Michael Alexander. Landon Jeffrey Alfonso. Ava Marie Araby. Camden Christine Begno. Santiago Vidal Gonzalez. Parker James Bonvalin. Alicia Marie Boucher. Grace Isabella Bouillon. Casey Marie Boutte. Anna Catherine Broussard. Zoe Angèle Buteau. Bailey Celeste Byerly. Juliana Mary Cantrell. Alexander Nikolai Carranza. Colin Michael Claymont. Luke Bryant Dutiel. Eric Caden Dupree. Caitlin Faith Dew. Brooke Mackenzie DeZormo. Cooper Jack David. Tatiana Angèle Dangerfield. Briley Marie Couvillon. Derek Lance Collins. Audra Bell Collins. Ramsey Renee Colina. Abby Jean Fontenot. Jackson Paul Fuselier. JC Ray Gary. Kara Paige Garza. Carly Faith Gotro. Lily Rice Gotro. Gavin Thomas Gonzalez. Sarah Elizabeth Granger. Kaser Lee Guidros. Riley Jane Gidry. Cruz Dupre Holden. Audrey Ann Hippler. Madeline Reese Hidalgo. Layla Elizabeth Hidalgo. Nicholas Joseph Abear. Lauren Elizabeth Abear. Addison Grace Haydell. Delvin Gerard Harrison II. Haley April Hargett. Olivia Celeste Guillory. Carter Daniel Holmes. Reese McCarthy Holmes. Abigail Nicole Howard. Aiden Rocco Jeffries. Jalen Elizabeth Juckett. Reed Nicholas Keaton. Madeline Kate Kinnemer. Kelsey Jade Kokonos. Mion Marie Landry. Maddox James Leonards. Zach Andrew Puckett. Bailey Paul Provost. Kathleen Mai Bond. Jolie Malia Nelson. John Michael William Minzeski. Kylan Josh Miller. Allie Rain Mesa. Reese Patrick McBride. Gracie Ann Manuel. Valeria Elizabeth Lopez Martinez. Reed Alexander Ramos. Alana Kimbrielle Rasmussen. Lillian Faye Reed. Cole Patrick Ritter. Alicia Renee Robert. Elizabeth Ann Roy. Ava Ryan Ruknicki. Lauren Elizabeth Sholin. Walker Hardin Silsby. Allie Renee Thompson. Audrey Claire Wright. Keenan LeBron Whitehead. Grayson Lee Westmoreland. Annabelle Jane Weddle. Avery Cecile Waldmeyer. Cole Michael Vincent. Adam Joseph Vidalier. Jerry Elizabeth Valls. Damian Yui Tran. Mackenzie Claire Angel. Haley Emerson George. Anaya Mariana Newsom. Jack Lewis Williams. William Prather Atkinson. Rossi Angelo Armstrong. Emily Ann Babineau. Daniel Matthew Bennett. Madeline Claire Bork. Tyron J. Broussard. Gavin Charles Bruno. Joshua Kabeen. Max Jacob Cedillo. Carter John Chadwick. Logan Ray Oquan. Aiden John Cormier. JC Mackay Damon. Mackenzie Ann Delafosse. Caitlin Elizabeth Hughes. Molly Elizabeth Graham. Noah Ray Green. Leland David Guillory. Christopher Paul Heglin II. Balin Ray House Pennington. Kayshawn Devon Jester. Tucker James Jordan. Cale Matthew Landry. Keith Howard Lopez. Evan Paul Lyons. Cameron Jade Myers. Danielle Lee Mouton. Gracie May Pago. Jade Lynn Parker. Braden Pakin Puma. Owen Michael Pickup. Hunter Joseph Rogers. Blaine Anthony Rushing. Santiago Salazar Guerrera. Caden Michael Sanchez. Lucas Michael Sarkis. Victoria Antoinette Sears. Jada Lee Deshay Sibley. Christopher Gage Sosha. Christopher Douglas Stancliffe. Lay Michael Stelly. Logan Cole Tarot. Zachary Kenneth Tesmar. Damian Alexis Weiss. Jude David Weimer. Ethan Christopher Benoit. Noah Michael Blanchard. Cole Allen Boudreau. Chloe Elizabeth Briscoe. Josie Raven Castanos. Gavin Jude Couson Kale. Quentin Randall Domond Jr. Cameron Marie Green. Madison Claire Hargrave. Alexis Felix Hernandez. Caden Ray Jones. Landon Joseph Langla. Spencer Joseph Lester. Tony Hoa Luong. Ian Michael Poole. Talon Jeremy Prince. Kale Jacob Rayo. Darian Wayne Sarai. Addison Elizabeth So. Faith Lovejoy Smith. Colin James Stelly. Benjamin James Terrio. Maddox James Thibodeau. Callie Faith Trahan. Denise Vera. Hugh Thomas Viatar. Unique John Weiss. Janiyah Audrey Nell Washington. Aaliyah Chantel Washington. Valerie Rivers Vidrine. Christian Martin Word. Alicia Jeray Deason.
Michael Anjamanu Atem. Cameron Elise Barus. Brinkley Lynn Barlow. Sophie Elizabeth Acosta. Fernando Antonio Aguilera. William James Logan Aguirre. Brianna Elizabeth Akers. Chloe Ruth Alvarado. Hannah Lynn Andes. Briley Jade Angel. Grace Yvonne Osserman. Brian Sine Arsenault. Emma Marie Arsenault. Illyria Camille Archangel. Daadi Mariel Arriaga Torres. Braylon Markel Baptiste. Jayla Marie Baptiste. Trevin Jamarcus Baptiste. Presley James Batty. Evan James Bayard. Bree Lynn Begno. Caden Khalil Benjamin. Piper Sinclair Bernard. Owen Luke Bashirs. Phoebe Marie Brooker. Zavarian Amon Brooks. Carter Michael Broussard. Cameron David Biesenberger. Noah Michael Bixaman. Andrew Harrison Baudouin. Parker Reed Bolin. Connor Nicholas Bouillon. Kai Joseph Bork. Alex Matthew Budarath. Annabelle Lee Boyles. Kenneth Garrett Brashear. Layla Rose Brasso. Brianna Nicole Brewer. Holly Hazel Marie Briggs. Amaya Elise Como. Keelan Ray Como. Parker Drew Broussard. Carrie Justin Brown. Cameron Cody Bruce. Nicholas Hui Tang Bui. Brock Anthony Boujard. Jonze Nafay Bush. Trip Thomas Butler. Trent Michael Cahey. Caleb J. Capterville. Kali Sarah Calling. London Elise Raleigh Carter. Luke Oliver Shopwee. Autumn Chase Cherrier. Navani Lachey Clark. Wyatt James Barrar. Ramsey Tyrell David Briscoe Jr. Emma Elizabeth Christensen. Jackson James Atkins. Madison Gray Evans Livingston. Kennedy K. Buzzo. Cole Michael Como. Brandon James Compton. Alyssa Renee Cordes. Kristen Nicole Cormier. Nathan Lee Cormier. Tyler Wendell Cormier. Jonah Jude Courts. Grant Michael Kusan. Madeline Lee Daigle. Diamond Danjanae Darby. Eric Logan Domingue. Sophia Grace Darby. Isaac Aaron David. Lake Ashton Davidson. Nicholas Anthony Davis. Ethan Gabriel Dawsey. Macy Marie Delafosse. Madison Bailey Delcom. West John Dixon. Landon Michael Dodd. Hunter Michael Dore. Cullen Paul Duplichamp. Cody James DuPont. Zane Michael Dupuy. Michael Josue Duraso Ventura. Alexis Jade Edmond. Gabrielle Shee Ellington. Emma Catherine Ellis. Hunter Doyle Ellis. Connor Robert Emerson. Luke Abram Inslee. Dylan Ray Irwin. Cody Jamal Ficklin Jr. Cade Michael Fontenot. Tanner Richard Fontenot. Stephanie Fuentes. Rory Wayne Gaddy. Olivia Jolie Gonica. Ethan Connor Gaspard. Jaden Irvin Gilbert. Carson Zane Gula. Kamaria Samaja Gorel. Javante Takel Gregoire. Mackenzie Brielle Griffin. Cohen Matthew Guillory. Xavier Alexander Lee Guillory. Ashton Ty Giat. Cameron Amadia Hanks. Ava Madison Haver. Claire Elaine Hebert. Owen Michael Hebert. Treasure Malove Henry. Emily Ruth Hidalgo. Gracie Lee Email. Sophia Elizabeth Hollard. Kiara Elise Holmes. Jaden Montrell Hippolyte. Savannah Marie Jarrow. Dontavian Gabriel Jean-Baptiste. Jalea Marie Jones. Royale Rachel Joseph. Tao Jacob Killebrew.
Johnny James Kelly Jr. Dylan Dontrell Kelson. Bella Elizabeth Knight. Alex Pierce Knox. Andon Jace Laudner. Susan Elizabeth LaFleur. Isabella Claire Lael. Kobe Tien Lamb. I'm so proud of you, Dallas. Dallas Marcus Lambert. Jet True Lee. Katie Elizabeth Landry. Ellie Elizabeth LeBlanc. Kennedy Jade LeBlanc. Lainey Anne-Marie LeBlanc. Lainey Jolie LeBlanc. Matthew Daniel LeBlanc. Peyton Riley LeBlanc. Xavier Dean LeBlanc. Amelie Love Lecomte. Radea Janae Ledette. Maxim Samuel Lee. Elena Marie Lemoyne. Lauren Isabella Leslie. Jamani Kirkshawn Lovelace. Payu Alvin Manichemnong. Eileen Marie Matthews. Jaden James Macharan. Emma Joy Ross McCauley. Nicholas Leon McDonald. Emily Grace McGill. Evan Scott MacGyver. Lorelei Arwen McLean. Emily Claire Landry. Madison Elise Moe. Trapper Maurice Mesh. Caleb Stewart Miller. Macy Ryan Millette. Sion Donata Mitchell. Shamar Victor Moore. Gavin Luke Moran. Ella Ray Morrow. Mario Alberto Morfin. Jylan Elijah Morgan. Hayes Paul Murkowski. Tanner Michael Nix. Jaden LeBron Norbert. Aiden Joseph Norman. Maddox John Norris. Alexandria Grace North. Carrick James Olivier. Peyton Eli Ordon. Allison Claire Artigo. Jude Michael Patu. Sebastian Bradley Perez. Jacob Paul Perry. Nicholas Pham. Layla Fawn Piavong. Dakota Joseph Picard. Katia Ranvantai Pick. Brennan Paul Pilet. Ariana Marie Plendel. Cooper Austin Poff. Arabella Marie Polk. Miracle Amari Polk. Landon Cole Quibido. Callie Christine Rabelais. Madison Michelle Rabelais. Alexandru Gabriel Ratchator. Carly Lane Rabardi. Riley Ann Rich. Abigail Claire Richard. Donald Gabriel Richard. Slade Michael Richard. Jacob Michael Robarge. Samara Amor Robertson. Jace Brady Roberts. Brian Keith Robertson, Jr. Robley Barbara Robam. Andremore Joanna Rodriguez. Dakota Ray Romero. Ian Thomas Romero. Jalen Page Romero. Alicia Amali Ruiz. Destiny Faith Russell. Ava Claire Sanders. Dominic John Sanders. Sarah Ruth Schutz. Alexandra Claire Seeley. Anaya Priscilla Ann Seeley. Nathan Alexander Silva. Ramon Andrew Singleton, Jr. Cora Bell Smith. Ethan James Smith. Keegan James Smith. Andrew Lee Speck. Matthew Paul Spizak. Carson Daniel St. Germain. Carter Daniel Stahl. Dylan Michael Stewart. Braden Patrick Stone. Ruel Aiden Taylor.
Landon John Tebow. Abraham Jacob Thibodeau Jr. Braden Jamar Thomas. Dallin Cole Thomas. Sanaya Elise Thomas. Morgan Elise Thompson. Keelan Deshaun Tillman. Jaden Alec Tolliver. Ella Grace Torpy. Anaya Ray Trahan. Cameron William Trigg. Jacob Thomas Tucker. Tucker Anthony Tyler. Lacey Grace Viatar. Tashana Kaimoni Vigil. Amari Nicole Viry. Kenzie Kayshawn Vonchan. Riley Olivia Wallace. Landon Jace Walsh. Sophia Wynn. Brayla Chantel Whittington. Anila Jaylee Williams. Stuart James Windsor. Noah James Wyatt. Jordan Claude Alverson. Trinity Jelaine Brene Maddox. Hunter Chase Henry. Garrick Ray West.
Thank you, Bloomer, and honored administrators. Now, Santiago Vidal will deliver the farewell address.
Good evening, esteemed faculty, parents, family members, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of the class of 2025. Tonight, we celebrate the years we have spent together at Southside. a place that has been more than just a school. It has been a home. It has been a community where we learned, struggled, and triumphed together. We arrived as uncertain freshmen, and today we leave as graduates, ready to take on the world. For me, one of the most defining moments of my time here was the National Honor Society induction ceremony. That night, as I stood with my classmates, I realized that our success was never just about individual effort. It was about the teachers who pushed us to be better. It was about the friends who supported us along the way and the late night studying. It was a moment that reminded me of the community values and the power of perseverance that will stay with us for a lifetime. Southside has given us more than just a knowledge. It has given us resilience, friendships, and a deeper understanding of who we are. For many of us, especially those who have come from different backgrounds like myself, having left Venezuela and embraced the challenges of a new place, our time here has been about more than just academics. It has been about finding our voices, embracing diversity, and proving that no matter where we come from, we have the strength to succeed. In this journey, I am reminded of the words of poet Robert Frost, who wrote, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." We've each faced defining moments, whether it was adjusting to a new culture, pushing through demanding coursework, or overcoming personal struggles. These weren't just difficult choices, they were acts of courage that shaped who we are. At Southside, we learned that growth doesn't come from taking the easy road, but embracing the one that challenges us. And that's what brought us here today. I'm also reminded of something soccer legend Lionel Messi might say, that reaching our dreams requires hard work, sacrifice, and continuous improvement. Much like Messi, we have all had to push ourselves, overcome challenges, and stay committed to our goals. Success isn't a matter of luck. It's a result of dedication and perseverance, something we've all experienced during our time here at Southside. Personally, I look forward to the road ahead as I pursue my dream of becoming a neurosurgeon. I know the path will be long and difficult, but just as I chase my dream, I cannot wait to see where life takes each of you. Whether you are heading to college, the workforce, the military, or another path entirely, know that you are ready to overcome challenges and achieve greatness. Tonight, we say goodbye to Southside, friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. To my fellow graduates, thank you for making this journey unforgettable. To our teachers and families, thank you for believing us. And to the class of 2025, this is just the beginning. The world is waiting for us. Congratulations. And I also want to say special thanks to my mom and dad and my grandparents and my family and friends. I love them very much. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Santiago. Miss Bloomer will now direct us with the turning of tassels and conclude our ceremony. We again welcome Miss Bloomer.
For your last act together as a class, you will continue the tradition of moving the tassel as one. Graduates, please stand. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Louisiana State Department of Education and the Lafayette Parish School System, I hereby confirm upon you, graduates of Southside High School, class of 2025. We extend to you our most sincere congratulations. You may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2025. Congratulations to you. Please stay where you are. We will recess with the stage exiting first, and then the front floor will follow to meet so that you can celebrate with family and friends.